Hello everybody, my name is Cassandra and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to continue working through stuff from my freezer. If you can't tell, this is elk meat from 2021 my sister gave me. Jerky meat, I'm not sure what that actually means, but I'm pretty sure no matter what it'll taste good if I make enchiladas out of it. So I got some enchilada sauce, I have some corn tortillas, I have cumin and chili powder and salt and pepper to season this, and I'm going to make some rice with it. And or some refried beans and make a meal out of it. First, let's see what's in here. It's a little wet because it was in my fridge. I mean, it was in my fridge and it was leaking, and I tossed it in my sink, and my sink was wet. So, yeah, that's how my day's going. How's everyone else doing? Yeah, it's thawed out at least. And yes, my kid is still here. Everyone likes making comments. Just how it is. Okay, let me get a bowl or something. I don't know how this is wrapped. Okay, let's get this thrown away. Let's see. I'm not sure what jerky meat means. What do you think it means? I think it's just a chunk of meat. Some thin meat. Okay, yeah, it's just little random pieces of meat, which is perfectly fine for what I'm going to be using it for. Yep, it's... oh. See? It's even more perfect. I'm going to cut these up a little bit smaller, like in half, and then season them. Okay, I'll be right back in a second when I get a knife, and I'll figure out how I'm going to season these. Yeah, I don't want huge chunks. It'd be perfect for jerky though. So she did a good job slicing it up nice and thin, but it's not what I'm going to use it for. Alright, I'll be right back once I get everything cleaned up. Alright, see how long my kid stays quiet for. Got my cumin, chili powder, salt, garlic powder, and some pepper. I'm gonna get these diced up. I think I'm gonna make them into little strips so it'll be easier to work with in a little bit. And then get it seasoned up. Alright, I'll be right back when I get all this diced up, and then we'll get it seasoned. I have this all diced up into small pieces. I have my pan heating up because it's so thin. I'm just going to get my pan really hot, toss it around a bit so I don't overcook it, because it's also going in the oven too. So we are just going to season everything nicely, because I'm also tossing enchilada sauce on it, so it doesn't need to be too seasoned. But I don't want it to be bland either when I go to eat it, so. Salt, pepper, a little garlic powder. We'll see how I feel once I stir it all up. Chili powder. Cumin, chili powder. I'm just gonna stick this in the fridge while my pan gets hot. And go from there, basically. Normally I'd use my hands, but I don't want to keep washing my hands, so I'm going to use a spoon. I love the smell of cumin. I don't know what it is about cumin, but it just smells good. Okay, well, about seasoned enough for me, I guess. I can always toss some more salt or something in it when it's cooking. And so I'll catch you in a few minutes once my pan's hot. Hopefully my pan is hot enough. I put a little olive oil in the bottom just so it doesn't stick too bad, because you know there's no fat in wild game really. So I'm just gonna, oh yeah, and get it. Basically nice and brown. Got our elk all cooked up. I got some of my Daya cheese because, you know, that's what I get. And we're gonna make some easy peasy enchiladas. Just going to be a few pieces of meat. I may have a lot of extra meat. I didn't really think it through very far, but I only want like 12 enchiladas. So I know I won't be able to eat more than that. My kid won't help me with it. It's too much. Oh well. Not like I can't have extra meat to throw in with it. May need a bigger pan too. Just not guessing very well today apparently. Gonna get these all rolled up as best I can with my really old shells. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get a bigger pan too. And I'll show you when I'm done. Got them made up. I only have a tiny bit left over, so that's pretty good. I'm just gonna soak them in my enchilada sauce. I just got a red, because I don't know, something about beef always makes me think of red enchilada sauce. Everything else I want green, but well, it's not beef, you know what I mean. Red meat. Red meat, my mind goes, it needs. Whatever. You do what you, man. Although I only have 1 can of it, so we have to make it work. But that's okay. It doesn't need to be super soupy. Be good. Now I'm not going to toss these in until my rice is getting done, because these are only going to take like 5-10 minutes to brown up and warm back up. So I'm going to Old El Paso. Why? Because I don't know why. It's usually why I buy a little bit more of my cheese. It's not going to melt, but you know, it might melt this time. They changed the recipe. I'm going to start my rice in my Instant Pot. And my refried beans are slowly warming up. And then it'll be time to eat after that. Easy meal, pretty much. This is the hardest part. Catch you in a little bit. I have a cup of rice that I rinsed out a few times. I'm going to add a tablespoon of my chicken bouillon. Ish. If I ever give you an actual size, it's probably an ish. Sometimes a little over, sometimes a little under. Some cumin. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of that, ish. A little under probably, and then like a half a tablespoon of chili powder. Get it stirred up. The chunk. Okay. Then I have a little can of diced green chilies. Just sounded good to make it a little filler. Diced tomatoes. I drained quite a bit of the juice out of it because I didn't want it to be too soupy. We're gonna stir that up really good. I don't mind if it's a little, the end result's a little wet, so otherwise I would drain them out totally. And then we add in a cup of water. Get all my rice off the side, all my seasoning mixed in. And then for my Instant Pot, it goes for about 5 minutes on high pressure. Turns out perfectly fine. And then I let it on natural release till the pin drops. And I'm gonna wait till it starts natural releasing, then I'll throw my enchiladas in this oven. And then we'll see what it all looks like all together. We got enchiladas and we got our rice. See how we did? Oh, that looks pretty good to me. Smells really good too. And my refried beans are pretty much hot on the stove, so it's time to make a plate and get eating. I also think I still have some of my lactose-free sour cream. So it'll be good because I tasted my enchilada meat and it was kind of spicy. So, oh well. Anyways, I should totally be able to get 4 meals out of this, which is my goal usually when I do my meal prep. So I'm happy with that. I'll be back in a second and I'll make my plate. I got some refried beans. Just took it straight off of the stove. I didn't add anything to it. My rice. It has the green chilies and diced tomatoes in it. It looks really nice. And we'll see if I can get my enchiladas out of the pan. What do you think? I'm gonna have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay, 3 per meal. because I know I won't want to have an extra meal out of these. So we're just gonna go 3 per. I kind of like shove the rest of the meat into the end of my enchiladas. So it is what it is. It would be a lot prettier if I had normal cheese, but I do not. I try not to kill myself with lactose. Here is my completed meal, my rice, refried beans, and my elk enchiladas with red sauce. It smells really good, and I'm going to go enjoy it before I make my kid her dinner. So I hope you enjoyed my little video. If you do, toss me a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you next time. Later!